Morning all. Thank you, Chandika, and hope you guys having good time. And today we are planning a sort of a practical session on how to develop a React Native application, which you can run on your Android or iOS device. So hope you guys had a good basic understanding on mobile and the feasible mobile technologies, because we had 3 sessions conducted in last couple of months. So without taking much time, we'll go to the presentation, and then let's dig into the development of React Native applications. All right, so I'm going to share my screen. Hope you guys can see it. And okay, so guys, now today we are going to learn about how to develop a mobile application with React Native, because we have lots of technologies currently in the industry to build a mobile application. Depends on the technology you are using. You can decide what platform you're going to build it. Here, uh, in today's session, we are going to cover these set of points. These are a bit high level points, and we can uh, we can dig deeper in each point to understand the technologies. So first point is what are the available options for mobile development, sort of getting uh, initiative for the session. So the second point is advantages and why we choose React Native. අපිට ගොඩක් technologies තියෙනවා. ඇයි අපි React Native පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ? And developing a React Native application. So you should have a developer environment. ඔයගලන්ට පොඩි පොඩි configurations ටිකක් කරගන්න තියෙනවා ඔයගලගේ machine එකේ. මේක මේ applications develop කරන්න. නිකන් අපි Android ගැන හිතුවොත් එහෙම Android Studio දාගන්න ඕනේ. ඒ වගේ. ඊට පස්සේ අපි අපේ application develop කරනවා. ඔයගලන්ට මොනවා හරි ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා නම් අපි අන්තිමට ඒ ටික කතා කරන්න පුළුවන්. chat එකේ ඔයගලන් ඔයගලන්ගේ ප්‍රශ්න දාන්න. එතකොට miss වෙන්නේ නැතුව අපිට මේ ඒවට answer කරගන්න. Hari.
Small thing, Omar, sorry to
Yes.
interrupt.
Yeah.
Chadika, are we recording the session? It's being
Yes,
recorded,
we
right?
are recording.
Yeah. All
Yes.
right. Okay. Right. Thank you.
All right. හරි. දැන් අපි නිකන් පටන් ගන්න තැන හින්දා අපි බලමු මොනවද මේ තියෙන platforms කියලා. දැන් අද ගත්තොත් එහෙම ගොඩක්ම popular devices තමයි Apple devices උයි Android devices. එතකොට අපිට පුළුවන් Android වලට විතරක් application එකක් හදන්න. එතකොට අපි පාවිච්චි කරනවා Java හරි Kotlin හරි Android application එකක් හදන්න. එහෙම නැත්නම් අපිට පුළුවන් iOS application එකක් හදන්න. එතකොට that can be only run in Apple devices. එහෙම නැත්නම් අපිට පුළුවන් මොකක් හරි technology එකක් පාවිච්චි කරලා ඒ platforms දෙකටම හරියන විදිහට app එකක් එකපාර හදාගන්න. ඒවට අපි කියනවා hybrid technologies කියලා. එතකොට එක code එකයි තියෙන්නේ. ඒ වුණාට අපිට app දෙකක් හදාගන්න පුළුවන්. අර Android iOS platform දෙකේම run වෙනවා. එතකොට දැනට popular technologies දෙකක් තියෙනවා React Native, Flutter. තව ගොඩක් જાත් තියෙනවා. කාලෙන් කාලට ඒවා එනවා. ටික දවසකින් popularity ගතිය අඩු වෙලා යනවා. දැනට තියෙන හොඳම technologies දෙක තමයි React Native, Flutter. ඒකෙන් අද අපි පාවිච්චි කරන්න යන්නේ React Native. So we are going to use React Native to develop mobile applications in today's practical session. All right. So we can look into the advantages of React Native. දැන් අපි දන්නවා මේ slide එකේ දැකපු විදිහට අපිට පුළුවන් එක එක technologies පාවිච්චි කරලා applications හදන්න. එහෙනම් ඇයි අපි React Native තෝරගන්නේ? ඒකට හේතු තමයි අපිට පුළුවන් එක code base එකකින් කියන්නේ එක project එකකින් iOS Android platform දෙකටම එකපාර application එකක් හදාගන්න. එතකොට ඒකත් එක්ක app එක හදන්න යන time එක අඩුයි. We can build the app more quicker than having two projects and allocating developers for all the projects and developing parallelly. More economical. As we are going with one project, less number of developers can be allocated to that project. අපි project දෙකක් කරනවා නම් එක project එකට පහ පහ දැම්මොත් එහෙම developers ලා 10 දිනකට අපි salary ගෙවන්න ඕනේ. එතකොට React Native app එකකට යන එක අපිට ලාභයි. ඊට පස්සේ native application native application එක කියන්නේ අපි Android විතරක් ටාගට් කරලා හදනවා. එහෙම නැත්නම් iOS විතරක් ටාගට් කරලා හදනවා. ඒවට අපි කියනවා native applications කියලා. ඒ applications වල වගේම features අපි React Native වලින් ගන්න පුළුවන්. පොඩි පොඩි වෙනස්කම් තියෙනවා. හැබැයි almost it's same. We can go with go up to that level. ඊට පස්සේ less code maintenance. අපිට code maintenance එක අඩුයි. project දෙකක් handle කරනවට වැඩිය එක project එකක maintenance කරන කොහොමත් ලේසි. ඊට පස්සේ high community support. React Native වල තියෙන ගොඩක්ම advantage එක තමයි community support එකක් තියෙනවා. කොහොමද මේ community support එකක් තියෙන්නේ? ගොඩක් අය මේකෙන් develop කරනවා. දැන් ඔයාට මොකක් ප්‍රශ්නයක් આવුත් එහෙම ඔයාට help කරන්න ඕන තරම් කට්ටිය ඉන්නවා. Stack Overflow එකේ, GitHub එකේ එහෙම නැත්නම් forums වල ඕන තැනක ගොඩක් කට්ටිය ඉන්නවා. මොකද ඒගොල්ලොත් මේව develop කරනවා. ඒගොල්ලන්ටත් ඔයාට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන ප්‍රශ්නේ ඊට කලින් ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා. ඒ වගේ මේ advantages ටික හොඳටම ඇති අපිට නිකන් React Native තෝරගන්න. හරි. ගොඩක් කතා ගන්න නැතුව අපි අද practical session එකක් නිසා අපි බලමු අපි අද මොකද්ද හදන්න කියලා. So guys, we're going to build a small mobile app, but seems to be bit, I mean, very impressive, because you have seen the Google movie app. If not, I will show you something like this. So it is to provide movies that are available in internet, and you can pay and watch it. So we are going to build something like that within this hour. So we are targeting the app to be built in this hour. So that will be much interesting to you guys. අපි අද මේ වගේ ඇප් එකක් හදන්න. එතකොට මේකේ movies තමයි list කරන්නේ. ඔයාලට පුළුවන් දැන් මේක users ලට පුළුවන් මේක ස්ක්‍රෝල් කරලා පහළට තියෙන movies බලලා ඒගොල්ලන් කැමතියක් තියෙනවා නම් watch now button එක ඔබන්න. එතකොට අපි link එකකින් අරගෙන යනවා YouTube එකට. ඒගොල්ලන්ට YouTube එකේ movie එක බලත හැකි. දැන් මේ වගේ app එකකින් ඔයා ඕගොල්ලන්ට තියෙන වාසිය ඕගොල්ලන්ට පුළුවන් ඕනනම් යටින් පොඩි ad banner එකක් වගේ දාලා ඕගොල්ලන්ට පුළුවන් මේක Play Store එකේ දාලා කට්ටියට use කරන්න දෙන්න. එතකොට රීච් එක වැඩනම් ඔගුලන්ට පුළුවන් ඔගුලන්ට මන්ත්ලි ගානක් එයි. ඒ වගේ එහෙම නැත්නම් ඔගුලන්ට හොබි එකක් විදිහට මේ වගේ ඇප්ලිකේෂන් තමයි යාළුවන් අතර ෂෙයා කරන්න. ඒ වගේ ගොඩක් ඇඩ්වාන්ටේජස් තියෙනවා. all right. අපි දැන් බලමු කොහොමද මේක එකපාරටම දැන් හදන්න කියලා. දැන් අපි තාම දන්නේ නැහැ මේක කොහොමද හදන්න කියලා. අපි දන්නේ කොහෙද මේකේ ඩොකියුමන්ටේෂන් තියෙන කියලා. මෙන්න මේ ටික අපි ක්ලියර් කරගෙන යන්න. එතකොට ඕගලන්ට තනියම උනත් හොයාගෙන කරන්න පුළුවන් ඇප්ලිකේෂන් එකක් හදාගන්න වැඩි. alright, so where are we going to start? අපි කොහෙන්ද පටන් ගන්න? පළවෙනියටම ඕගලන්ට මේක ඩෙවලොප් කරන්න මැෂින් එකක් ඕනේ. ඒ මැෂින් එකේ පොඩි පොඩි configurations, පොඩි පොඩි softwares, libraries ටිකක් තියෙන install කරගන්න. ඒ ටික install කරගත්තට පස්සේ තමයි ඕගලන්ට මේ React Native වලින් හදාගෙන යන්න පුළුවන්. So these are the libraries and tools which you need to install on your machine. So first JDK අපිට normal software එකක් run කරගන්න සාමාන්‍යයෙන් Java ඕනේ අපේ machine එකේ. මේක ගොඩක් වෙලාට inbuilt එනවා. එහෙම නැත්නම් අපි Java site එකට ගිහිල්ලා මේක download කරන් double click කරගෙන install කරන්න පුළුවන්. අපි පොඩි PDF document එකක් එව්වා ඔයගලන්ට ඒක හම්බුණා හම්බෙන්නේ නැති කියලා හිතනවා. ඒ නැතත් මම මේ slide එක ඔයගලන්ට එවන්නම්. මේකේ link එකක් තියෙනවා. මේ link එකට ගියට පස්සේ ඔයගලන්ට step by step මේකේ ඔත ලියලා තියෙනවා මේ කොහොමද install කරගන්න ඕනේ, කොහෙන්ද download කරගන්න ඕනේ, මොන steps ද ඔයගලන් follow up කරන්න ඕනේ කියලා. හරි. ඊට පස්සේ Node.js ඕනේ. මේකත් double click කරලා install කරන්න පුළුවන් software එකක්. Node package manager ඕනේ. React Native command line interface එක ඕනේ. මේක එක command එකක් command cmd එකේ enter කරාම install වෙන එකක්. Android Studio ඕනේ. මේක චුට්ටක් ලොකු MB ගානක් වෙනවා. මේක 1 GB විතර. ඒක download කරලා install කරගන්න ඕනේ. Visual Studio Code කියන ටූල් එක ඕනේ. ඒකේ තමයි අපි කෝඩ් කරන්නේ. අපි IDE කියලා කියනවා. ඒක තමයි අපි කෝඩ් කරලා සේව් කරලා කෝඩ් එක අපිට ඒකෙන් මැනේජ් කරගෙන යන්න පුළුවන්. මේ ටික තියෙනවා නම් ඔයගලන්ට පුළුවන් React Native app එකක් ලේසියෙන්ම හදාගන්න. ඕන තරම් අපේ support tutorials documentations තියෙනවා ඉන්ටර්නෙට් එකේ. How to configure developer environment for React Native කියලා ගැහුවොත් ඕන තරම් ඔයගලන්ට support එක ගන්න පුළුවන්. Okay. හරි. දැන් if we assume we are having the development environment, we can directly get a base project from React Native. React Native කියන එක ගොඩක් වෙලාට බෑකප් කරන්නේ Facebook එකෙන්. ඒගොල්ලන් තමයි මුලින්ම මේ idea එකත් එක්ක ආවේ. පස්සේ community එකෙන් open source contributions විදියට technology එක ගොඩක් දියුණු වෙවිගෙන යනවා. දැන් අපි if we are going to first build කරන්න යනවා නම් React Native project එකක්, ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ documentation දීලා තිනවා. මේ documentation හැමතිස්සෙම update වෙනවා. ඒවත් open source කට්ටිය ඇවිල්ලා contribute කරනවා. ඒක නිසා අපි documentation එකට යන් කොහොමද මේක කරන්න කියලා බලන්න. හරි. Documentation එක it's very clear. So they have given us a starting point. So if let's say I don't know anything about React Native, we can start from this page. So they say if you are a new member to React Native, or even for mobile development, they are giving sort of a tutorial. If you seems to be okay, bit okay, you can skip the tutorial and directly go to React Native app development. So this is the path to actually build a React Native app, and this is the command to install the React Native CLI, which I mentioned in here. So so first of all, you have to install all these, then you can proceed with this page. So let's go and initialize a React Native project. So let's copy the command. So you can see creating a new application. By using this command, we can create a new application. So copy this, and you should go to your maybe you are in a Windows machine, doesn't matter. You can open a command prompt, or you can type a cmd once you press the Windows button in the keyboard. And here, as I am in a Mac, the corresponding application is terminal. All right. So I'm going to my desktop and paste that command. Okay. So you can see React Native init awesome project. This awesome project is the project name. So I'm going to erase it, and I'm going to give a name to it. So my movie app name is Elite Cinema. All right. Okay. So I'm using this terminal, as I'm having a issue with the previous terminal. Copy the previous command, paste it. Okay. So this will take a few minutes, depends on your internet connection. This will install a brand new project into your machine. Since we are in a period of 1 hour, I will stop this, as I am having a downloaded project in my machine. Okay. All right, guys. So this is the project that we downloaded. So this is very equivalent to the project that we downloaded from the command. So as you can see, we have few directories and few files. So let's go one by one. So this is test in order to go with unit test cases. In this moment, we are not even touching this. And this folder is for Android. We can put Android native stuff into this folder. We also not going to touch that. We only touch this app.js file, and rest of the files are the files needed to the project. And iOS directory is to put native iOS stuff into that folder, and we can build this folder will support to build iOS application, which we go with React Native. And node modules are a set of modules that will be used by our applications. I will come to this part at the end of the session, or even we can exclude it as well, because in this level we don't need it. Okay, so so this is the IDE we are using to code. We call it as Visual Studio. So I opened the same project in IDE, so you can see test folder, Android, iOS, and rest of all the files are listed here. And as I mentioned you earlier, we are only targeting this app.js to be changed within this session, and we can build the whole project uh, by only touching this app.js. It's not the best practice, but for the moment, to learn, we'll keep it simple. Okay. So I'm going to run this. How we are going to run this? Let's go to the documentation. Okay, so here is it, running your React Native application. අපි මේක run කරන්න ඒගොල්ලන් අපිට command එකක් දීලා තිනවා. ඒ command එක execute කරාම මේ app එක අපේ mobile එකේ හරි emulator එකේ හරි run වෙනවා. දැන් අපි මේක run කරගන්න අපිට ඕනේ Android device එකක් හරි iOS device එකක් හරි. Android device එකක් තියෙනවා නම් ඔයගොල්ලන් කරන්න ඕනේ ඒක ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ machine එකට connect කරලා ඔයගොල්ලන් ඒකේ access දෙන්න ඕනේ machine එකට. එතකොට ඔයගලන්ට පුළුවන් මේක රන් කරගන්න. එහෙම නැත්නම් ඔයගලන්ට පුළුවන් අපි Android Studio install කරන නිසා Android Studio එකට ගිහිල්ලා ඔයගලන්ට පුළුවන් එතනින් emulate එකක් up කරගන්න. හරි. ඒක එනකන් අපි බලමු කොහොමද අපි run කරගන්නේ කියලා. හරි. මම මේ command එක copy කරගන්නවා. So I'm going to copy this command to our terminal and paste it. Okay. So if you are using Android Studio and you don't have an Android device, you can go, you can open Android Studio and go to configure, and then AVD manager, and there you can build a new device, or you can run existing device such like this. So once you click run, we'll get emulator, and you can run your application in this emulator. So I'm going to use my device, which I use as my personal device. So that will save my machine memory, because this emulator will take few GBs from your RAM. All right, I'm going to close this. Okay, so I'm turning on my device. All right, so this is my device. So keep it aside, and I'm going to paste that command here. And since I'm running on an Android device, I'm going to replace iOS with Android. Enter it. Okay, sorry. I wasn't in the right uh, directory, so I should go inside it and this will take a few seconds, and the app will appear on the device. All right, guys. So as you can see, now this is our application that we downloaded from React Native. All right. So this is the default app icon, and we can change it at any time. And this is the name we given, and once we click on it, app will be there. Okay. So we should convert this page to this view. So that's our goal today. Let me turn off my camera, so that will be easy for me. Mm, okay, no worries. All right, guys. So let's remove the things here. uh, Before that, let's add something here. Welcome. uh, I'm changing React Native words to this session. All right, and I'm going to save it, and here I'm going to refresh my app. So I'm enabling hot reloading. So once we change here, the screens will get updated. So I change React Native to welcome to the session. So we are like getting the change wordings here. So what anything we are going to change here will be displayed here. So the next step will be adding these elements into our view. So in order to do that, we have to add codings here. So in the sense of coding, you don't need to learn new, because these things are going with JavaScript. You already know it, because we have built even a one HTML page, or even websites. So this is exactly same concept here, but with different keywords. So let's remove all the things. And keep few elements that we can understand easily. Okay, I'm going to save this. So uh, display got changed. All right. So there are very few elements here, which I'm going to explain to you. So now we are based on React Native, so we have to get some input from their end. So these view, text, and style sheets are the things that we get from React Native library. So text view, we call them as components, which we are going to dig deeper in another few more seconds. And when we are building the app, we are using these components to build the UI elements. So for example, so we have this text. So from where we are getting this text? So it's the text tag we imported from React Native, and we can give stylings to there. So styles dot welcome. Where are these styles are reside? So it's in this style sheet. So if I change the welcome text color, let's say red. See, it's got change. So that's very easy. I mean, very much easy. So you don't even to know the coding. So my next question. So where are we going to get these keywords? Okay. So for that, we should go to their documentation. All right. Let's go to the documentation. All right. So here the documentation that we even referred uh, little few minutes ago. So there you can see another tab called components. Okay, guys, you can see lots of components here. Button, image, list view, uh, text, view, and a lot more. I randomly picked few which we all know. So these are the things actually we are copying and pasting our code in order to build the application. So let's go to something that we already know. Let's go to text. All right. So here is it. Text input. Okay. So uh, we can we can see what are the possible scenarios we can use text, and what are the possible inputs. So this, okay, font size 20. Copy, paste in here. So as you can see, sorry, my bad. As you can see, we have declared it already. So anyway, I'm going to change the font size. Let's say 40. Okay. So this is the concept. So I think you got the concept. So now it's all about getting the things build up in this screen. All right. So let's go to the breakdown. So we need a plan before coding. If not, we'll take more time, and ultimately our end result will not be as we expected. So so this is the image that we promised to build today. So first of all, there should be a one view. I mean, if you are coming with the web backend, we call it as like div. We can go with the same concept. So inside that, we should have two separate containers, two separate views to render the header title, and then the list view. So list view will be something like we can scroll, and inside this list view, we should have list items. So in a list item, we have image, uh, a text for showing the title of the movie, and a few information, and a button. So once you click the button, we should redirect to somewhere else. So that's our plan. So the basic idea is you should first identify the things you are going to use it. So text, view, uh, list view, image, button. So those are the components we are using. So how I going to build this application? So this page will contain all the necessary things that you require to build the application, because you see image, you see button, you see flat list where we going to render the list view, and even text and the view. So that's it. So that's the only thing that you need to know actually. So that's nothing we bring new. to the technology, but things we learned in HTML and CSS and the basic coding practices. All right. So uh, for the colors and the pixels that we are locating and the sizes of images, those are the numbers that we are going to use. So for keep it simple and to keep it shorter, I created a small diagram to mark all those things. Okay, so let's build the application. All right, guys. So look at this code clearly. So we have a container. Let's go and change the color of this container. So style dot container. That means the container styles are inside this style sheet. Okay. Background color. I'm going to change this to let's say blue. Okay. Okay. So this is our background. So in our application, background is white. So we can keep white. Okay. All right. So inside this, we should go and add two. We have to split the screen. So in order to do that, we can add views. Okay, and I'm going to add another view. Okay, before that, I'm going to add a style. Dot. Let's say it as header container. Copy this, and now we are going to add styles ne. So we have to paste it here. So අපි style එක add කරන්නේ ඒකින්ද අපි add කරන style එක මෙන්න මේ style sheet එක තමයි add කරන්න ඕනේ. එතකොට අපි style එකේ නම copy කරගෙන ගියා. HTML page එකේ වගේම අපි මේක දානවා background color එක අපි දාමු මේක green. Okay, so we'll put copy and paste some text inside this, and let's say this is the header. Okay, all right, we got it, but we have a few spaces uh, there, so we have to remove them. So in order to remove that, we have to add something called flex. So flex is something that we use to provide arrangements in views. Okay, let's go and add here. And I'm going to add another section for list view. Repeat part and paste it, and I call this as a body container. And I copy this and paste it under the header styles. And I'm going to now finalize this styling for the two components. Copy one of these and paste it here, and I add the color as let's go with yellow for the moment. So guys, let's refer the dimensions. So if we think the total height of the screen is 100, the location for the title is 9, the location for the body is 91. So let's go to the header styles, and let's allocate this it's 9, and total height is 100. We are assuming it. So the app can be run on different size of uh, uh, devices. So we can't guarantee that this is 100 pixels devices and that is 1000 pixels devices. So we are going with ratios, and body is 91. Okay, so yeah, okay, we should get rid of these two spaces. So let's remove. All right, so we can remove the welcome to the session part. Okay, so yeah, we got something similar to the design. We'll add the rest of the things. So I should add uh, movie instead of this header. Movie. All right, and color is we will make the colors as in the design. So I'm renaming this movie to uh, some other name which called like header title. Okay, I'm adding some styles there. Font size, font size is 20, color is black, left margin left is 20. Let's go and add it. It is 20. Color is black, and margin left 20. Hope all good. Okay, okay, so but you see some misbehavior here. It should come to this uh, should should be in the middle of the text. So what is the needed change that we should do? Okay, so in Flex, let's go and search for okay, Flex plus React Native. All right, guys. So anything that you don't know, you can search it in Google, or else, as you can see, we are in the same documentation. So it consists all the information you need. So this is a good documentation about Flex, and you can get the clean idea what is Flex and how it supports for arranging the view items and other components. Okay, so we need to make a child item into center. So say align items. Okay, there we go. So in order to align items, they have given a set of properties. So we can use this center. And in the parent component, okay, finally we got it. All right, so we got the first part, and now we have to make the rest of the part. So, okay, I forgot one thing to add. We have to add a bottom border. So, bottom border we should add to this large header view that we created. So, header container, we go and add uh, border bottom color. It's the color is given here. 6 is something gray, and we should provide a border radius width. Okay, and we'll make the yellow to white. Okay, so now we have this part. So guys, we don't need to add one by one. We only need to add the one element that is getting repeated in all the items, but the change is happening with the data. So for these sort of items, we can use list views. List view is something like we are giving them a sample or template. අපි මේක template එකක් දෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ හැම list item එකකටම image එකක් තියෙන්න ඕනේ, නමක් තියෙන්න ඕනේ, information තියෙන්න ඕනේ, button එකක් තියෙන්න ඕනේ. එහෙම කියලා අපි data set එකක් දෙනවා. අපේ මේ app එකට පොඩි data set එකක් හැදුවා. මෙතින් හරි. මෙන්න මේ වගේ data set එක. දැන් මේකේ තියෙන්නේ අපි අර list එකේ පෙන්නන dataම තමයි. title එකක් තියෙනවා, thumbnail එකක් තියෙනවා. දැන් අපි thumbnail එක copy කරගෙන intent එකේ paste කරොත් එහෙම browser එකේ paste කරොත් මේක intent එකේ තියෙන image එකක් අන්න image එක එනවා. ඒතර අපි කියන්නේ මෙන්න මේ image එක render කරන්න මෙන්න මේ මෙන්න මේ thumbnail කියන එකට දීලා තියෙන URL එකෙන්. ඒතර මේක හැම එකකටම පොදුයි. So this is a common set of information that we are given to any of these list item. Okay, so the point here is for these sort of uh, scenarios, we should use flat list or list views, which will repeatedly give the template and render the needed components from the given data. Okay, so let's go to the documentation, and here you can see flat list. So they have given us a sort of a good example. We can directly copy and paste there, or else we can build it from ourselves. So before that, we should go and implement a one single list item. Okay, so we are going to create a list item here. It's same as we did to the header. We are going to repeatedly using the same components and build one by one. So uh, due to time restriction, I have the code there, but we'll see how we are going to build it. And if time uh, if we get less amount of time, we'll go to that predefined code. Okay, so this is the code for header, and this is for body. So if you are going to put anything inside this body, we should put inside this view. So if I go and paste something similar, okay, so we're going to erase both of them and add a new uh, list item. To that, let another view, and inside that view we should have image and a few text. So to make them in this order, we should first split the view in horizontally, and then put a one image in the first part, and then put these images in the second part. So how we are going to split the view? First we should define a style. Let's say a single list item container. Copy it and paste it here in order to provide stylings. And I'm going to put another two views. Put styles. You can see I'm repeating the things that I did earlier. So this is very easy. Uh, I'm uh, I'm go with the uh, movie image container. Okay, let's say a thumbnail container, which I supposed to put this image inside it. Now I'm going to split the view, and again another view to put all this information. So let's say uh, information container. Okay, let's go and define styles. So all the arrangement is handling from styles. So guys, we have a goal. Goal is to split the view and put one image there and put some content in the left side container. So this is our list item, and this is the part reserved for the thumbnail, and this is the part reserved for other information. So how we are going to split it? So first go inside the styles of a single list item container. There uh, we are defining it should be splitted in this direction, I mean horizontally. So how we are going to say it? Flex direction row, and we say now uh, I would say this part is 50 and this part is 50. It's 50-50 ratio. So let's split it. Um, let's say flex is 100. So total is 100. From that total, say flex it's 50, and this is also 50. So that's how we are splitting it. Something very similar to we do it in HTML. And to see it in the screen, I'm going to add some colors. So with red and blue. Okay, so that's how it happens. Uh, all right. So let's go and quickly put a thumbnail here. So I should put a thumbnail inside this thumbnail container. So how I'm going to put an image. Let's go to the documentation and go to image. Okay, so this is how to put an image. Let's copy, paste it, and we have to import this from React Native. And let's go and paste one of this URL here, and width and height we can get from here. Width is 120, height is 150. Okay, so so that's how it happens. And we can add the rest of the things that are much similar to the implementation that we did. It's all text and a button. So since we are running out of time, I will go to my previous code that I did the implementation and copy the things into our code and explain you how it is happening. All right, so this is it. So guys, I think you are a bit familiar with this code. Now, this is single list item container and thumbnail container and the image that we added. And again, we have the information container and we haven't added these things in our code. So it's the text, the title and the year and the duration and the button. So we are going to copy. Let's copy the whole part. Okay. So this is sort of a trick to module the code. Uh, Even we can go and put the whole thing inside this block. If not, we can put it in another function and call the function from there. So in order to keep it simple, let's go and add in the same component. So you guys will not get messed up. And we'll cover them in another session if you guys are interested, and we'll remove the code. And we should copy the styles. Okay, now how we are going to give the information, I mean this information, Marvel's Avengers, and the thumbnail URL, the year of released, and the minutes. So for that, let's go to documentation. For that, in flat list, we have a field property called data. So in the data, we should provide an array of information in order to populate in the list view. Let's go and okay, this is sort of example. I search for bigger array. In our app, we have a big array like this. To that, we copy it, paste in our application, and we should give this name to the flat list. Okay, we didn't copy the flat list. Sorry. So miss something. Okay, we should import flat list. And provide the list of data to flat list. Okay, we got a few confusions at the last moment. Let's explain within 2 minutes. So guys, as you can remember, we started with creating a big container and put two views inside it in order to put header uh, and the body container list view. So here it is, and here's the title for the movie, and we added stylings there. And if you can remember, we changed color, and we aligned it to center, and made it stick with the left side. And then again, we started adding the body container, and for that we first add one list item where we moved it to this function. If you can see it, we added a single list item container and added a thumbnail container to here, and we splitted the view to two to show thumbnail and other information. And inside the thumbnail container, we added the image. We copied the code from documentation and paste it, and we added the URL uh, from here. But now we are using the URL from uh, this list. So how we are going to do it? For that, we use the flat list. So guys, a flat list is something we are going to repeat the items. So there, we should provide the template. So uh, for the space of template, we are using the item that we created earlier, and send information from this uh, data array. So how it happens? Flat list, we are putting all the information through this data property that we called movie data. So it's in all the information in movie data, and for each item, flat list get one by one and send into one item, one list item. So let's imagine the first list item is this. So the first object, they send it to this item. So inside that, we can use this thumbnail URL as item.thumbnail. So that's happened here. So we put the item into a single list item. So inside that, item data.thumbnail will get the image. So same for all other items as well. So the button is uh, declared here, and movie name is here, and item data, I mean year and duration, and all the other information given in the data array is nicely shown here. So once you click on the button, so that's written inside this on press method. So for that, we are using a linking open URL, so that you can easily find in how to open browser from button in React Native. So we'll get lots and lots of suggestions from um, different sites. So you can just copy and paste this. So linking.open URL. So something we have given it, but I just want to show how it works, how we are learning. So this is the exact command that we used here, and we have to provide the URL which we have defined in here. So this is the URL. So if we go and read here, we will be redirected to YouTube. So the same principle works here, and if you click on it, okay, we have to import it and import from React Native. Right? Yeah, that's it. Uh, okay, so now it's very easy, but since you are new, there can be uh, some dots that are not connected. So we have put this in a repo, so that you can go and get the code and run it in your machine. හරි ඕගලන් සමහරලාට කෝඩ් එකට ෆමිලිය නැති නිසා සමහර පොඩි දේවල් කොහොමද ඒක වුණේ කොත්තනද කොහොමද ඒ දෙක කනෙක්ට් වුණේ කියන පොඩි පොයින්ට් එකක් දෙකක් කන්ෆියුස් වෙලා වගේ වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඒත් අපි ඕවරෝල් ගත්තොත් එහෙම සිම්පල් විදිහට ඇත්තටම තියෙන්නේ මේක මේ ටැග්ස් ඊට පස්සේ ස්ටයිලිංස් දෙන ඔය ඔක්කොම CSS ස්ටයිල්ස් වගේ තමයි යන්නේ. පොඩි නේමින් කන්වෙන්ෂන්ස් වෙනස්කම් තියෙනවා. ඒ ඇරෙන්න ගොඩක් වෙබ් වලට ළඟයි. ඒ කියන්නේ ඔයගොල්ලන් වෙබ් බෑග්ග්‍රවුන්ඩ් එකකින් ඉන්නවනම් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට හරි ලේසියෙන් මේක ඉගෙන ගන්න පුළුවන්. මේ කෝඩ් එක අපි GitHub repo එකක දාලා තිනවා. මම ඔයගොල්ලන්ට link එක දෙන්නම්. එතකොට ඔයගොල්ලන් ඉන්ට්‍රස්ට් නම් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට කරන්න වැඩ දෙකක් තියෙනවා. පළවෙනි එක මැෂින් එක සෙටප් කරගන්න එක. දෙවෙනි එක කෝඩ් එක ඩවුන්ලෝඩ් කරලා රන් කරන එක. අපි මුලින්ම මෙතනට මේ ස්ටේට් එකට ආවා වගේ ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මතක ඇති අපි මුලින්ම තිබ්බ ටෙක්ස්ට් වෙනස් කර කර රිෆ්‍රෙෂ් කරා. ඒ වගේ ඔයගොල්ලන්ටත් පුළුවන් මේ කෝඩ් එකෙන්ම ලර්න් කරගෙන යන්න. තව ගොඩක් දේවල් තියෙනවා අපිට ඉගෙන ගන්න React Native වල. දැන් අපි කොහොමද වෙබ් සර්වර් එකකින් data ගන්නෙ, කොහොමද පෙන්නන්නේ කියලා අපිට මේ ටික ඉගෙන අතර පස්සේ ටික බලන්න හැකියි. හරි. විනාඩි 10ක් පොඩ්ඩක් වැඩිපුර ගිහින් තිනවා. ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ප්‍රශ්න බලමු අපි chat එක. Hari. Okay. So guys, do you have any questions? Hello.
ඔව් ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා නම් දැන් මම හිතන්නේ අපි විනාඩි 5ක් වගේ අරගෙන උත්තර දෙන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි මම හිතන්නේ ඔමාල් දැන් මේ වීඩියෝ එකත් රෙකෝඩ් වෙලා තියෙන නිසා
ඔව්
කට්ටියට මම හිතන්නේ ආපහු ඒක දිහා බලලා මේ එක්සැම්පල් එක try out කරන්න පුළුවන් නේ.
ඔව් මං රිපෝ එකේ මේ ලින්ක් එක දාන්නම්. එතකොට කට්ටියට පුළුවන් මේ ටග් ගාලා ඒකෙන්
source code එක ගන්න.
ඔව්.
I think Chadika will share her email address. So if anyone is having any questions after going through the video again, I think we can get it and we can provide answers through the emails. Yes.
Yeah. Guys, it's very straightforward and it's very if you go through the documentation first, I hope you all can easily understand. Yeah, it's very simple. Let's start with very simple basic concepts. Yeah. And, let me add the documentation as well if guys are not much familiar. Yeah. Yes, Sachite.
Yes, I think for everyone, when you get the grip, it will be very much encouraging or joyful to create these small apps until you come up with something on your own which you can commercialize. I think we will touch commercializing part as well in the future. Yes. Yeah, Chadika, I think
yes,
we can conclude.
We can conclude the session. I take this opportunity to thank Komal for conducting a very valuable and practical session on mobile application development. It was very clear and very informative for me, and I think most of the participants got maximum benefit from this session. And I thank Sachit Pereira as well. Sachit is the board director heading the technical training initiative of the ICT Skills Council. Thank you, Sachit, for organizing this session for our students. And there were 30 plus participants attending the session today. Thank you very much for taking part at the session. And we hope to conduct the next session most probably next Tuesday or week after. We will let you know. Since we have your email addresses, we will keep you informed about whole future sessions through email. And we have shared the link for the feedback questionnaire. Please spend few minutes to respond. It will be a benefit for us to improve our future sessions. And we look forward to seeing you all at the next session. Thank you very much for your participation.
Thank you, Chadika.
Yeah, thanks everyone. Thank you.
Bye bye.